What is going on, Summoners? We're back here today with another Champion Deep Dive. Today, we're talking about Northstar. So, sit back and relax, because it's time to get into it. Northstar enters the contest with blinding speed. All of his light attacks have a chance to grant a reverb charge, with this chance being greater the fewer that he has. But sit tight, we'll get more into those later. Also, against skill champions, his second medium attack inflicts a non-stacking armor break debuff for 12 seconds. While this is active, the opponent's critical resistance is lowered by 80%, and, if purified, he gains a reverb charge. Now, he begins each fight with a speed burst passive on cooldown for 24 seconds. When this expires, a dormant speed burst becomes available. Launching a special attack during or after a dash, or after punishing a heavy or special attack, activates speed burst for 13 seconds. Speed burst is paused while performing a dash, medium, or striker attack. Also, during either champion's special attacks. And while it's active, Northstar's special attacks cost 25% less power. When Speed Burst is over, it goes on cooldown again. But Northstar's medium attack hits cause the cooldown to briefly expire faster. Additionally, while defending, Speed Burst activates immediately upon cooldown expiration. Now, activating a special attack grants 1 indefinite momentum per bar of power spent. This also happens when a skill opponent evades. Each momentum charge reduces the cooldown of Speed Burst by 2 seconds, and, as an attacker, grants additional effects. At 2 momentum, Northstar becomes passively unstoppable while performing a dash or dash attack. At 6, he becomes passively unblockable if the first or second hit hits the opponent's block during a special attack. And, at the max of 10 momentum, the final hit of his special attacks inflict a stun passive for 1.5 seconds. Furthermore, on activation of his special attacks, he has a 100% chance to gain a 9% prowess buff per momentum for 10 seconds. This maxes out at 40 stacks. Also, all special attack hits have a 4% chance per momentum to grant an additional prowess. And, if Speed Burst is active, they gain increased critical rating. Now, on activation of his special 1, he inflicts a slow passive for 8 seconds. This duration is increased by 2 seconds per momentum. Additionally, each hit has a 15% chance to pause personal prowess and reverb effects for 2 seconds. These can stack and expire 1 at a time. Also, if the hit was critical, he has a 100% chance to gain an additional pause. With the Special 2, each hit converts 1 reverb charge into an 8% reverb passive for 14 seconds. Reverb causes hits to deal a burst of additional physical damage based on the damage dealt. If the hit was critical, he gains 2 reverb passives instead. Also, if Speed Burst is active, he has a 20% chance to gain an additional reverb. The Special 3. At the end of this attack, he gains 8 reverb charges. And, for the rest of the fight, his chance to trigger prowess, reverb charges, and pause effects is increased by 110%. This stacks up to 2 times. Now, let's check out his signature ability. When awakened, whenever Northstar would gain momentum, he gains a physical resistance passive for 6 seconds. This duration is increased by 2 seconds per momentum and maxes out at 1 stack. Additionally, while a physical resistance effect is active, incoming attacks have up to 60% reduced block penetration. And he also gains a Reinforce passive. Reinforce ensures that incoming attacks cannot be critical hits. Now, let's take him out for a spin in the champion rotation. To begin, strike the opponent with your light attacks to start building up your reverb charges. While ramping, you could complete light-ending combos to stack on as many as possible. Build to under your special 3, then dash in and cancel your medium into a special to trigger speed burst, gain prowess, and convert your reverb charges into reverb passives. Since your specials will cost less power, you could follow it up immediately with your special 1 to inflict slow, pause your effects, and of course, burst the opponent down. From here, continue using your special 1s until speed burst expires or the opponent is knocked out. Now, keep in mind, against skill champions, performing a second medium attack will inflict an armor break debuff that will lower the opponent's critical resistance by 80%. And the more specials that you use, the more prowess you'll gain. Speaking of, in a longer fight, you could use your special 3 to increase the chance of triggering prowess, reverb, and pause effects by 110%. Plus, you'll be able to easily max out your momentum, leading to more prowess, bigger specials, and mind-blowing bursts of reverb damage. And at 10 momentum, your special attacks will leave the opponent passively stunned, making it easier to chain specials and close out those fights with big crits and monstrous red damage. Thank you for watching this champion deep dive for Northstar. And hey, if you liked the video and want to see more, click subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, join the official Marvel Contest of Champions Discord and come discuss. And remember, we'll see you in the Battle Realm!